TV. DJ Cam and he sitting there. Waterwave TV, man. Y'all see what the fuck going on? We trying to up in this bitch. Shout out Waterwave TV. Waterwave TV. Waterwave up in this bitch. Man, shout out to Waterwave. We do this shit all the time, bro.
Waterwave in this bitch.
Yes,
AC
sir.
in this bitch. You know the fucking vibes, man. Waterwave, you know what it is.
Hey, big Waterwave. Big Waterwave.
Man, I feel like I'm about to drop a fucking freestyle in this bitch.
We could. We could. You could be the first one. We haven't done one in here.
Nah, I don't do that no more.
You don't freestyle no more?
Nah, I used to freestyle at Fuck Tongue, like me and Peng was like, when I was like 16, he was like 14. That's when I was like super cold. But then like now I'm just trash.
Now you're just trash.
Yeah.
Now you just record.
Yeah, now I just record because Peng's he's heard like damn near every single line. Like we'll be at the parties and everyone's like, "Oh, that's the hottest shit ever," and then he'll be like, "You said that at like the last 4 parties." So I just like, all right. If it's not cold enough where he's like okay, then I'm like, all right, I'm doing some shit. But then Peng's just like, then I'm just all right, then I'm not gonna do it no more. So eventually it's just like, yeah, I don't really freestyle.
So you were freestyling at parties?
Yeah, we used to. Like we
you
used to. Like they used to put on a beat and then Peng would be like, "Hey, they rapping, they putting on a beat, come kill it." And then so I would just freestyle for like a good like 2-3 songs.
What year was that?
That was probably like 2015, 2016. That was probably like when I freestyled the most.
Damn.
Nah, I just don't.
2015, so that was even before I met you.
Yeah,
I met you in
yeah.
like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, 2018,
Yeah, 2018 for sure, yeah.
Yeah. That was probably like 17, 18, yeah. Now it's just so like hard. Maybe just because like I'd be like smoking and drinking so much, like your brain is just like fried.
Not as creative.
Yeah, I wouldn't say not. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just cause
not
like,
as raw.
Yeah, not as raw. Like,
yeah,
you know,
because I know what you mean. Because there's definitely times because I smoke when I smoke and when I drink, I'm like I feel like I'm doing something creative because you're unlocking something new, but you're also putting away something that you have.
Yeah. But so now when I record music, I'll freestyle. Yeah, but it's like mostly it's just like I'll rap. I'll be like, oh, I like that. I'll keep that. And then I'll write that down, and then the song writes itself. But
yeah, and it probably even turns out better too because you're caring more about it rather than just saying whatever you're gonna say.
Yeah, but nowadays it's just like freestyle. If people are like put a freestyle, I just don't do it just because I'm not good at it anymore. Like I'll say it, I'm just not good at it anymore.
Yeah, you don't even really have to be. But that was a good intro to the podcast. Welcome to the newest Waterwave interview. I'm here with Kid Swami with a $. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted.
How you been though?
I've been good, bro. Been good. Just grinding, trying to make some big moves, man. But everything's been good. Am I looking at like this camera? Which one?
Whatever one you want.
Oh, all right.
They're all rolling.
What's up?
So if you want to talk directly to him, you can use that one.
All right. Yeah,
you can see yourself a little bit on.
All right, bet.
But yeah, we were talking a little bit about that 2015, 2016 era. When did you start making music? Like obviously before that, and then mostly, right?
Probably I started making music in like 2011 with like my cousin Jesse. Like, I was probably like 13, 14 because like he was like 4 years older than me. So we used to just like make like a lot of love songs and stuff. Yeah, so like I started then, but I would say like probably like 2017 is when I started because I always loved music, but I didn't really start taking it serious until like I was like 18, 19 because then I was like, all right, well, I've been saying to all my peoples like, yeah, I'm gonna be a music star.
Yeah.
But then like I didn't really like start doing it until like I was like 18, 19. Because then I graduated high school. It's like, all right, if I'm gonna do it, then I gotta do it. So that's when it really just started like happening. So we started making moves,
Yeah. So you were talking about like freestyling at parties and stuff, and I feel like one of the first things I heard about you besides your music was that you used to like throw parties, right? Did you used to throw parties, throw like big parties and shit? Like was that you or your friends? Like
it was all of us. Like my boy Peng, boy SJ over there. Like we all like because we got a really close we got a close friend group. Yeah, I guess you could say like we're pretty well known. We just want to have a good time, you know. So it was just like you used to make like Facebook events and stuff, and then we were just like, all right, we want to make this shit big. So we would like just make it like and just invite everybody, like the whole city, like Brooklyn Park, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then like shit would just go crazy. Like we probably fucked up like like 4 Airbnbs.
Damn. Yeah, because I don't know who told me about it. Because like I heard of you about your music through Loud Boy Cuts, the barber, of course. But then someone, after I was like, yo, this dude's music, he's pretty good. Someone's like, that's the dude that be throwing them crazy parties or some shit. I was like, damn, I didn't even know. But
yeah,
shit, that's the way to go. Do you think throwing the parties transitioned to people checking out your music?
No, it was
just to have a good time.
Just, yeah,
it wasn't
like,
that serious.
Yeah, because like they know like I don't really like playing my music, like you know, because I just feel like it. I just feel like that's like you just doing too much and being a little too extra. So like when people be like, play your music at the parties, it's not because I'm shy, but I just don't want to come across like, oh, he just trying to get some clout. So like those parties, it was always just to have a good time, kick with the homies, and you know just get girls. That was basically it. But I feel like people wanted to come to the parties because like Kids Wami, I guess. But like it was never like translated to the music in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know?
You're just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
So around that time, I feel like that's like when SoundCloud was like jumping, not at its peak, but people were still using it a lot.
Hell yeah.
And that's definitely how I heard of you. Like your songs like Salty, Walk Away, Young, Just Want to Be Loved. Like that's like around the era when I first started listening to you. Do you think like music was more engaging back then? Like people were using SoundCloud to actually, because they cared about like the local scene. Now it's like Spotify is so saturated with, you know, people like you know, local guys and big names. And
I think SoundCloud back then. I think back then it was more organic. Like it was more like you could grow like a really organic fan base back then, and I feel like I was kind of like on the tail end of that. Cause like my SoundCloud now is dead. That's why like I haven't posted a song to SoundCloud. Well, I posted Shiesty Bitches on that, and it's got like 300 views. So like that's when I was just like, all right, it's kind of useless. But I think like back then, no matter where you posted it, everyone was getting a bunch of views because it was really organic back then, you know. But I think nowadays like it's hard to get your stuff out there because everything is so like saturated now. You know, it's hard. It's kind of hard like nowadays, in my opinion. Like if you're a new artist, it's definitely hard to like get a fan base. I mean, it's not impossible, but like
there's just so many people doing it.
It's just so many like because like think about it like your homie can make music, my homie can make music, and I want my homie to pop off, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, check out Eric's homie, and you're not gonna be like, oh, check out Kid Swami's homie, because everyone's trying to make it. So I feel like nowadays it's so hard to like get a huge fan base, but I feel like back then it was way easier. Yeah,
it was just less people doing it, and I think I mean, even with like this past couple of years with like the shows being kind of shut down, like doing shows is how you meet a lot of new fans. Like, you know, if you have, you know, 5 different artists with different fan bases on a lineup, you're just going to merge fans.
Yeah.
And we weren't really doing too much of that the past couple of years, or year and a half or whatever.
I don't know, bro. To be honest, like me, I just like, I don't really like doing shows. Like, I know it's counterintuitive because like I'm a music artist, but I just feel like
instead of like a turn up artist like jumping up and down and going crazy, like do you? Because I don't think I've ever been to one of your shows.
I mean, like I go crazy. Don't get me wrong.
Because I know you be
like,
singing and shit too.
I go crazy. Yeah, I go crazy. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like nowadays, like the amount of work you put into it, like don't get me wrong. Like I like performing. But if it was up to me, I would just make music and like, cause like I'm just a regular person. Like you, my guys can vouch for me. Like I'm just a regular person. Like I'll post my music, and then like I'll do a video, and then I post like the photos that the photographer takes, and then I'll go ghost for like a month because like I just like I like doing music, and like I guess like I need to do it more. But I guess like I'm just a regular person, so like I don't really like you know.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah, you got to though.
Because what people don't want to see is someone just overly pushing themselves, overly trying to be something that they're not. Yeah. Like when your version of I'm just a regular person is Kid Swami. That's why people like Kid Swami, is because you're being yourself. Yeah. You're not out here, you know, posting more than you want to. You're not out here doing more than you want to.
Yeah, because that's been like,
people, you know, that's what people like.
Like SJ, like my boy takes all my photos, but he hasn't taken a photo of me in like probably like 4 months. Like I don't post on my Instagram at all, unless like it's like, you know, that's something I want to work on, you know, because like I feel like I'm a more established artist, and that's what I want to do. But it's just something that I guess I need to break out of my shell. But as of right now, like I said, like I like doing shows, but I don't like doing it at the same time. You know what I'm I'm saying? Because I don't know why. I guess.
You say you have a pretty good fan base, so you could definitely, you could bring a good crowd to shows and shit.
I feel like I could,
especially with
a
good supporting cast. Like, you definitely could, do good with venues and shit like that.
And then like sometimes, speaking of that, like sometimes I just feel like people be posting like top 10 artists of Minnesota, and then like I don't be seeing myself. I'll be like. But then, like, not on no cocky stuff, but like, I outstream like a good amount of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, maybe it's just because like no one's ever seen an Asian artist like that. But I feel like, like I stream really well. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes like I'm hotter than this. I'm hotter than him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like. That just means like I gotta work more.
And people don't even know about everybody either.
That's what I'm
saying. I remember
like
when I first made like a list or whatever, I didn't know. So I thought I knew a lot of artists, but I didn't. And like even to this day, I know a lot of damn artists, more than I need to know.
Yeah.
But it's still not everybody. And there's gonna be something if I did some type of list that there's gonna be someone that's like. That would be like, oh fuck him, why didn't he put me in there? But I probably just haven't heard of you yet too, like
especially you, because like I know people be hitting you probably daily, like you check out my stuff. Yeah, but then I think like at the same time, like a lot of my fans probably like from out of state too. So like there might be people that's like popping in the Twin Cities, but then like I feel like because of that Stupid Young feature, a lot of my fans are like from like everywhere,
yeah.
So that's what I feel like too. But then at the same time, it's like people that make those lists, I don't feel no type of way about it, because I just like, all right, then I gotta grind more, just gotta work harder. It doesn't really like bother me, it just motivates me, because like I said, like I stream very well, and then like the work that I put in, I'm proud of myself, but it just gotta keep going, you just gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, the Stupid Young feature, that was like around kind of when we first met too, like around that 2.5-3 year ago mark.
I feel like it was like right after, right?
Yeah, like I don't think we knew about it going into the interview. I guess how did that come about? Was he in town and he just kind of took advantage of the opportunity, or how did that come by?
Nah, so my boy Peng right there, he was I was at the crib, and then he was like, cause Stupid Young had posted a story talking about like I'm doing features for the low, doing features for cheap. Then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just hit him up. And then I hit him up and I was like, hey, I fuck with you, let's make a song. And dude was like, yeah, my feature price is this. And then so like I did the song, and then he, I thought the song was fire, but I didn't want to drop it, so cause like that was probably like back in like March of like 2018. And then he had come, he was coming to town in like June, and then he hit me up and was like, hey, I'm coming to town, you trying to come to my show? I was like, I can't come to your show, because I was like 20 years old back then. And then because he was like a 21 plus, and then he was like, I was like, I can't come to your show. But then he was like, oh, that's cool, yeah, we'll make something work if you come, but let's shoot the video because it's a hot song. So then so he was coming to town, and then he wanted to shoot.
But you had the song prior to him.
Yeah, because I didn't want to drop it without the video.
Yeah, of course.
Because the videos always go more crazy than just the audio.
Yeah.
So then so I held on to it for like 2 months, and then he came to town. We shot the video at Phelan on the east side of St. Paul, and then it was from there. I knew once I had the video, I showed all the homies, and I knew it was gonna be a hit. And like 3 years later, it's got like 3.2 million views.
Yeah,
so
it was
crazy.
Definitely something that set you off. And like I feel like you mentioned, like the Asian community, like that's one of the biggest communities I think out in Minnesota that supports each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I think one that's like around that or comparable is like the Somali community. They support each other's music artists like crazy.
Yeah,
and like I had who's in here, like Jay Fontaine. He was in here earlier and shit, and we were just kind of having that conversation that like you guys can kind of like stay with that crowd, people that are actually supporting you and shit, and they'll take you places. Like doing a collab with like Stupid Young is just gonna escalate that.
Hell yeah, like they support, but like at the same time I feel like they don't. At the same time, it's like the Hmong people, they have like the biggest crab in a bucket mentality. I just feel like a lot of people think like if it's not me, then there's nobody.
It's kind of how I feel like it's like that with everybody.
Yeah, maybe just
but I don't know. I feel like from like outside looking in, you guys definitely seems like you guys like put way more love and actually should go to people's events and like comment on posts and make TikToks or Snapchat videos like with your stuff like that type of support. Like there's more of like them not being shy to say that they support you.
Yeah,
like that. There's not. It's kind of like a special thing for people to do that,
Yeah,
to like put your
definitely.
brand on your chest or just play your music on their story, like
Definitely,
you know,
yeah.
to do that.
I mean,
type
like,
of
yeah,
stuff.
don't get me wrong. I get a lot of love, and I appreciate all the love. But I feel like at the same time, it's like
There's just as
yeah.
much hate and
There's
animosity.
definitely,
and
yeah. Because I feel like there's so much positive comments. Not to say I take it for granted, because I love it and I appreciate all of it. But like, you'll read like 100 positive comments, but that one negative comment is just like, fuck, dude, like, fuck you, bro. Like,
yeah, that shit happens.
yeah, but shit happens, you know.
Yeah, you just gotta you get used to it if you haven't already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it now. I mean, like, yeah, like I said, like, I don't know, the funny, like, the comments clowning me, it's just funny. Like, somebody said I was built like a mini fridge. That shit had me dying for like 2 days, bro. I was laughing for like 3 days. Like, it was so funny, bro.
Yeah, it's just a new fan.
Yeah,
They've never seen you before.
Yeah. And do it, and then like you can click on the YouTube profile. Like, if you click on the comment, it'll show how many times they like comment on your page, and that person's commented like 12 times.
Damn.
And it's all hate
Yeah.
though. But it's like he's consistent. I'm like, damn.
Hey, it's helping the algorithm a
I
little bit.
swear, yeah.
Your most recent collaboration was with Ted Park. You performed with him when he came out here.
Yeah.
Right. Did you guys just plan on making a song when he came out here, or did you already have it too when he came out here?
Nah, so he hit me up. Well, like probably like 4 months ago. So I did a snippet on my Instagram for a remix of like "We Belong Together" by Mariah Carey. So then he commented like, "Oh, yo, like this is hard." So then I was tripping. So I went into my boy's room. I was like, "Yo, Ted Park just commented on my shit," you know, because like he had come to Minnesota. What's it called? Like I think like a year and a half ago with J Park. And then like, yeah, so I guess he's pretty known here too. And then so then I hit him up, and then he was like, yeah, you know, like we'll do a song when the time's right, because I didn't want to pay for no feature. Like, I'm kind of done paying for features, because I just feel like if you pay for a feature, like they'll do the song obviously for the bag, but they're not gonna respect you. But then so yeah, I was like, yo, I want to earn that feature, and he was like, yo, I respect that. And then a few months later, he was like, yo, I'm coming to town, let's link up, let's kick. And I was like, if you're coming to town, you know, let's do a song. If you're down to do the song, I'll set up everything, the camera, the video, you know, all that. And he was like, yeah, I'm down. So then like 2 days later, I had the song done. I sent it to him, and then from there, like, yeah, I just
Came
knew
to
that
town
song.
and got it done.
I just knew that song was gonna
dope.
be fire. Yeah.
Dope video. Was a good song too. You just don't miss. I feel like.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that for real.
So you go back to the Stupid Young video. You said you shot that on the east side of St. Paul. Is that like is that where you grew up, or does that have any meaning to you at all?
Nah, it was just I didn't like I just didn't know where else.
It was
to
just
shoot
a location.
I just didn't know where else to shoot it. Like, you know, like I mean, I grew up in St. Paul. I grew up in Frogtown, but then like, you know, I kind of moved around. So like,
Yeah.
I was in I was born in St. Paul. I lived there for like 6 years. Then I moved to Forest Lake, lived there for like 5 years. Then I moved back to St. Paul in the same house for like another 4 years. And then I moved to Stillwater. And I lived there for like 5 years, and then I live on the east side. But yeah, the location for Still on My Grind. It was just we didn't have nowhere to shoot it, cause like he wanted to shoot it. I was like, cause he was in a hotel, and I was like, well, let's shoot it in your hotel. And he was like, nah, my homies ain't trying to, you know, cause they got all their shit in there.
Yeah.
So like, hey, like we're not trying to shoot it there. Just find somewhere else in St. Paul to shoot it. So and me and Pang were like stressing, like, hey, where the fuck we gonna shoot it? And then Pang was like, yo, let's just fucking shoot it at Phelan, because they got a little stage, you know, like where the main performance is at. You know, they got like a little stage and stuff. So that's just where we ended up shooting it.
You remember the first show we did together? I guess I'd have seen you perform then. That was a while ago though. Damn. Just contradicted myself.
It was a while
back
ago.
in River Falls, Wisconsin, our first
But that was so long ago,
ever
though,
Water
so,
Wave
like,
show.
It was so long ago, so I don't blame you for like,
Oh, yeah,
forgetting
man.
it.
How much has like? Damn, I know we both have changed a lot since then. Like what? Damn, was that 2018?
Yeah,
Friday night.
it was 28. It was like 2018 October.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Halloween. It was Halloween weekend.
I still got
and
I
shit.
still got the flyer on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got.
I got I got one of the physical ones here in the not in this room, but in the other room, still taped up. Damn. That shit is different. A lot has changed since then. What do you think you've done since like that moment, like 3 years ago when we met, that has kind of like helped you get to where you are? Besides, like obviously the Stupid Young feature helped you get there, but like behind the scenes,
I think
type
just
shit.
like I don't know, just staying consistent. I mean, I got a little more money now, so like, you know, from like features and stuff, like people are finally like tapping in.
Yeah.
And I just feel like as I grow, you know, like the feature price keeps going up, and people are like, you know, are starting to pay, like you know, big bucks.
Got more
to do a song.
recognition.
Hell yeah. And I just feel like I did another song with Stupid Young, and then I just keep doing features. You know what I'm saying? I just keep consistent, and then just like just caring about the product. Just putting videos out instead of just audio, because I feel a lot of people don't put like their music on YouTube. I feel like that's very like counter, like it's not good for like if you're trying to break out, because like YouTube is like the second biggest search engine outside of Google. So I feel like for me, in my opinion, it's like people like if your views is up there, then that means people are searching for you. So like if you don't got no videos or no nothing on YouTube, it's like either they can't check for you or they're not checking for you. Yeah, that's why like I care about like I don't like I post shit on Spotify and stuff, but like YouTube is like where like I live and where I like stay consistent and stuff.
Yeah, YouTube's the new TV.
It is.
It's like, why wouldn't you put your videos on MTV back? Like if you could put every single one of your songs on MTV back in the day. YouTube is the new MTV, really. Like when you think about it. We were talking about before, but we cut it off. So how did you get the name Swami or Kid Swami?
So that shit. So it was like 2017. I was at
So wait, did you have a name before Kid Swami?
I was just going by like my first and last name, which is Anthony Her, because like a lot of the Hmong people just use their name, but I always wanted a rap name, but I just never really thought of one. Yeah. So then it was like 2017. I was in California for my auntie's wedding, so I was like, fuck it, I want a rap name. So like I'm gonna figure it out. So we were like smoking weed at my auntie's wedding, and I was super high. I was watching a Childish Gambino the interview saying he got his name from the Wu-Tang rap name generator. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the same shit. And I thought it was gonna be quick, but it wasn't quick. That shit took like 3 to 4 hours. So then I was like, fuck, this shit takes forever. So then like 3 or 4 hours later, it was like one really long ass name, but then it was the second name was Swami. I liked the way Swami sounded, but then like I was trying to figure out like Big Swami, but like I'm not big, obviously, and then Lil Swami, I don't want to be a little rapper. So then like I was just like, all right, Kid Swami, and then so that's how it happened. And I was telling Pang, I was telling all the homies, I was like, yeah, Kid Swami. I remember Pang was like, that shit is not hot. Change your fucking name, dog. And I told my brother-in-law, and my sister, and I was like, yeah, my name about to be Kid Swami. And they were like, I don't know, bro. That don't really sound that fire. But I was like, you know what? I already wrote it down in my phone, and I liked it. And to me, it had a ring to it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it. And then now 3 years later, like everyone's like, oh, it's a great rap name. So I'm just like, so you just gotta pick something and just go with it, and eventually like they'll just fuck with it. Yeah, because nobody liked that shit back then. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I feel like that's how the water wave TV thing was too. Like it just didn't make sense.
Yeah,
like
no one's gonna like anything. Yeah,
like what do? You people are like saying you do stuff like in the water, like you sell TVs, like what do you do? Like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like but you just build the brand behind the name, and people are gonna like it.
I was gonna go by like fucking Romeo, like just Romeo, because like and they're like, why Romeo? I was like, because I'm poetic to these bitches.
It might be hard to find you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of
people that go by Romeo something.
Because everyone was like Romeo, like Lil Romeo, but there's already Lil Romeo. So then I wanted something different, and like to me, I just liked the way it sounded, But then nobody liked it, but then now everyone loves it,
So you talk about how you're a normal person that makes music. What's a normal Swami beyond? What do you do for fun?
Shit, I just be chilling, drinking, smoking. I just kick. Like I just hang out with the homies. Like I don't really do too much. Yeah. Like when it's time to like be an artist and make music and videos, like they'll tell you I'm serious. Like when it's time to record, do a take. Like we gotta do the take. Sometimes I could be like a little angry when shit ain't going right or when people fuck around too much in music videos. I'll get serious, but like 9 times out of 10, like I'm just a regular person. Like I don't let like the fame get to my head, and I got good people around me, so they're sure not to like let me get a big head. People say I'm doing too much, then like they'll say I'm doing too much, but I don't do too much anyways. I just be kicking it. I'm just a regular person. Like I always say to everyone, like I'm just a regular person that makes music. And,
Do you You need like side business ventures or investments, like you into stocks or crypto or like any of
Nah,
that,
but I'm trying to
any
get
of
into
type of
that though.
stuff?
I'm trying to learn how to trade like options and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, because like I don't want to work forever. You know,
Yeah.
I work a day job, but like I don't want to do that shit forever.
Mhm.
You know, I don't want to sell no weed because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to sell no other shit like that because somebody small like me, like I'm 5'2", 5'2.5" on a good day. I'm not surviving jail. And you know, I don't think I can fight that good. You feel me? So like I want to live, you know, just like a regular life, you know, but I don't want to work, you know, like
Yeah,
I want to
you want to have passive income.
I want to have passive income and you know what I'm saying, and
all different angles, multiple different ways to make money.
Yeah. I used to work at Amazon and there was this dude that was my trainer. He was like, "Are you into stocks?" I was like, "Nah, my dad is, but like I don't really believe in that shit." And he was like, "You should get into that." And I was like, "Why?" And he pulled up his like W-2s or whatever, and he made like $250,000 just trading stock options. And he just works to get out of the house.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, fuck that," and I'm trying to get into that. Yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah, I've been definitely been getting into stocks the past couple of years of my life, and I made the most money in stocks like right when like COVID happened and everything was crashed, you know, like negative 200%, and you bought it then and you just held it for 6, 7 months, 8 months. That's where I made most money, and that's how we actually end up like being able to fund the store
That's
when it
what I'm
first
saying,
opened.
yeah.
So like that was basically my career. I've been doing shit with the crypto too, but there you can lose money doing that shit too though. So it's not all sweet. Like the more money you risk, then, you know, the bigger the same percentage, bigger amount that you're gonna lose and shit. So
yeah, like I want to learn how to do it the right way too, because I feel like if you just put money into something, you just gambling.
Yeah, learning, like how you said, learning options and shit. Like I still don't even fully. I know how to do them a little bit, but I don't fully understand what I'm doing. So it's like I just jumped in on like, oh, I want to buy this stock because I think it's gonna go up. More like gambling rather than actually knowing.
Yeah, but if like you learn like how to do it the right way, then it'll all
if you
work
actually
out.
like study that shit, like you know something's gonna happen the next day because of the business report that happened yesterday. Like that's the type of shit you need to be tapped in with. Like I know tomorrow's gonna be a good day, so I'm gonna make sure I have.
Because you read the business report and like you can even like listen on to like the business calls and stuff and the earnings reports and stuff. Like I want to get into that shit, you know
how to do it. I guess.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, because like my trainer that made like $250,000, it took him like 3 years to get good, and he was like, don't expect to get good overnight. So like I was thinking like, you know, if I could make that shit happen, you know, that's what I really want to do, because I don't want to work forever, and eventually I'm gonna be some old ass, bald ass, washed up little short midget, you know. So I want to be able to be like financially stable by then, because like eventually no one's gonna care about Kiss Wami. You know, I don't want to do like, I don't want to be an artist forever, but I think I have a good ear. And I think like, you know, I'm able to like, if I see somebody that I like, you know, like you gotta have like the look, you gotta have the voice, you gotta have the stage presence, you gotta have the confidence. If I find that in somebody, like, you know, by the time I'm old as fuck and washed up, I want to be able to sign somebody and then help them, like, you know, skip the pitfalls that I went through coming up, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's like your big picture? Like obviously like making a career out of music, but like let's say like when you're in your 40s, 50s, maybe you're slowing down on trying to be a star. Like, what you trying to do?
Honestly, I don't even want to think about that, bro. Like, I'm already losing my hair. 40 or 50, I'm
shit, bro, gone as hell. I just try to grow my shit back.
That's what I'm saying. But I'll probably be washed up as fuck, fat as shit. But like, you know, by then, like I said, like I really want to like, you know, help other artists. I want to be able to, because I feel like a lot of the money is in, you know, the management side, you know, and I want to be able to manage other artists. You know,
because you can work with multiple people. So
that's what I'm saying.
You know, you have, you know, this, you know, a percentage from that person, this person, this and this one, rather than all just whatever yourself is doing. You know,
damn near someone's telling me, was like, I was like telling people, because like people will be talking to me at the bar and stuff, like is this person signed to this person? I'm like, yeah, this person signed to that person, who signed to that person, who signed to that person, and it trickles down. And then he was like, so like basically it's like a pyramid scheme, right? And you think about it, it kind of is in a sense, but it's like,
because you're just passing on knowledge for them to get them to join on board with what they know, and then they're gonna get their knowledge, you know, pass on board what they know. Like, that's how this shit works. So that's how it should go. It's just like, you know, your parents and your grandparents and their grandparents and their grandparents telling them tricks, you know, like you know, it's a family tradition type of thing. You know, you just keep passing on knowledge.
But I mean, like, I want to sign artists, and like, you know, I really just want to make my brand big as fuck. You know, I want to do like Swami brand clothing. you know, like I want to like, you know, even if it's like a regular business like insurance, you know, because like, you know, like my dad knows a lot of people that's like in insurance, and then like they're reaching out to me like, yo, you could like build a brand like Swami Insurance, and then people will like you know, go buy your insurance just because they fuck with your music, and car insurance, life insurance, house insurance, like you know what I'm saying, like, you know.
Yeah, that's actually that's kind of funny. I was watching a podcast the other day, and that's like something that like people that have names actually do. Like a lot of athletes, like maybe when like they're retiring or something, or even when they're still in the league, as long as it's within their contract and shit, that they'll sell insurance. Like that's just like saying. It's like being, because you're basically just like a middleman to a company, and you're just like, yo, like come, you know, everyone needs insurance, so let me help you get yours.
And I know a lot of motherfuckers riding around with no car insurance. I ain't gonna say no names. But yeah. But yeah, like I'm saying, so like that's one way to like is and it's passive income. It's like residual income, and that's like the one thing that everyone's really like harping on. Like everyone says it, but no one really knows how to like build it, because like music, like it's passive income like after you post it, but like they don't know the hours you put into it, you know, recording it, shooting the video, like it's not really passive
and how
income.
many times you did that and didn't make a dime.
That's what I'm saying. Like like I've been making music, like I've been an artist since like I've been making music since like 2011. I didn't see a dime from music until like 2018. When I got my first YouTube check, it was for like $300. I sat in my room and cried for like 10 minutes.
Did you get one in the mail?
Nah, it's all electronic.
I know when we got our first YouTube check, bro, I was so open, I wanted to figure out a way like for them to send it in a check, but because I had switched it to only send us it when it hit 1,000 rather than 100 or whatever, so that I could try to do that. And then I forgot about it, and then all of a sudden I just like went back to check one day, and it was like, your balance is like, you know, $30. I was like, what? It was at like 900 something the other day, and I checked, and it just deposited the money. I'm like, well, that was no fun. Like I wanted to get like something in the mail, like open it up, and you know, shit pops out of it.
Take a picture. I
don't even know, like just some cool shit.
Like my first check was for like $300 something. Yeah, my first check was like $300, and then my next check was like $1,200.
Yeah,
but I was like,
start kicking in, especially because like you're doing music, so people that has replay value.
But then I was dumb. Like we were throwing like parties, so like that first check, it just went to the house. It went to the first Airbnb house that we partied in. Like that
that maybe that party was something that made someone know who you were though, and that's could have been how, you know, that someone putting a word in for me for you because of how good a parties you threw. So shit.
It was just
marketing budget.
Yeah, it was just a crazy party, but like, you know, it was fun though. Like we had fun, but I think back then, like if I, you know, had the knowledge I probably would have saved it.
Or just put it towards like equipment. And, like,
I mean,
promotion.
At that point, I already had equipment, you know, but you know, I was just dumb. I was young. I was like 20 years old, so like, you know, I didn't even buy any clothes. Like I told you, it just went onto the Airbnb house. So like, I had nothing. I had nothing to show for it. I had nothing to show for it.
So I hate that type of shit.
Stupid.
That's how I be when, like, let's say like I have a good day of selling shoes or some shit, like a bunch of cash, like, you know, like $1,000 or, you know, a little under $1,000, and it's like a weekend. I'm like, oh, I can afford to go out and pop a bottle or some shit, and then it's just like you think about like the next week, like, damn, I could have bought like 2 pairs of shoes or some shit, and then made double that or something.
I think that's the thing I need to work on, like, cause we'll get to the bar and we'll just be standing there, and then I'll be like, fuck it, I'll buy a bottle, shots on me. But then like I come home and I'm broke as fuck. But then I was like, damn, I could have just went to the mall and bought something.
Have something for it.
Have something for it.
That was my biggest thing. That's how I used to be when I was gambling. I used to gamble a lot. And like I would, you know, I wouldn't lose a lot, like 100 or 200 at a time. But every time I'd be driving home, like, damn, I could have bought myself like, you know, or like let's say I lose $300. I'm like, damn, I could have bought myself some pair of shoes I was thinking about. Or like
you be going to like casino and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like going to the casino. Like I'll shoot dice. Like I'll shoot dice, but like,
I'd be going to the casino.
Yeah, casino is scary. I've never won anything from the casino.
I've had good days. I've had a lot. I mean, I've lost more than I've won, but I like to play like poker, like Texas Hold'em and shit like that too. And
I'd be hyping myself up, thinking that like
all that.
I'd be hyping myself up, thinking like I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna hit a jackpot. I'll go with like $300, and then I'll be done within an hour. Like I didn't make shit.
Shit, the best way to do it is to peel like a Band-Aid. Just put everything you brought with on one hand or something. Just let it double up and walk back out, or just lose it all and just walk back out.
I don't even know how to play Texas Hold'em, bro.
Well, even like blackjack and shit like that.
But I'm trash at it. I'll be like,
that's what I'm saying. One hand, just put it down and just let it win or lose. If it wins,
but I never
double
win.
Up and walk out.
Like I never win, so it's like, bro,
50-50
straight. Like I'd rather just shoot dice.
I'm not encouraging you to go gamble.
Nah, I'm good.
I took a break. I didn't go for like I didn't go during like the whole pandemic because one, they made you wear a mask and I couldn't handle that shit. That was annoying.
I be saying that I shoot dice. Yeah, I shoot dice, but I don't win either.
Yeah.
So it's like I just don't.
But it's like
gambling.
it's not as bad when you're losing it to like people you know, I feel like,
Yeah.
than like just dumping like a few $100 to a multi-million-dollar corporation.
Yeah. The thing about it, when we shoot dice, is like if somebody wins, we use all that. We use all that on like food or
Yeah,
drinks
just
anyways.
it just might. Yeah, someone's just
Yeah.
on. Yeah, it's just the food. They're just paying for a little more.
Exactly.
Of the food. Like when I used to, me and my friends back in the day, I didn't shoot dice, but we would flip quarters, like heads or tails, just straight, like put the money in the middle, heads or tails. We would do that shit like crazy in high school. It was insane. Like we would do that shit in class, like while school, like class was going, in the locker rooms, in the hallways. That shit.
Yeah, I didn't have no money until like last year, or like not even, like probably like 6 months ago. Like, yeah, basically every paycheck that I ever had just went to music. And now I'm kind of okay. Like, you know, now that people be paying for features and stuff. Like I got like 2 people flying out to do songs. Like one guy's coming from North Carolina, one guy's coming out from Seattle. You know, so now the money is all right, you know, so now I'm chilling. But like I'm still like, I wouldn't say I'm scared to spend money on myself, but it's kind of like, do I want to?
It's not necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to get a babe sweater, and do I want like drippy ass clothes? Like, yeah, I do want that, but at the same time, or do I want a chain? Like, you know, like, cause like I'm already like you know, figuring out to get like a wami chain, you know. But at the same time, it's like, should I do that, or should I like, you know, just keep putting it towards music? You know, but at the same time, it's like I worked hard for so long, and you know I deserve to spoil myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's hard to find that little medium sometimes.
Yeah, it is hard,
especially when, like, for me working in the store, like every day shit's coming in here that's possibly my size. To like, I'll buy it and be like, damn, do I keep this or do I sell it?
Bro, y'all gotta get some shoes that's like kid size, bro. I'm only a size 6, bro. I'm never coming back here until you let me know you got some size 6, bro.
I'll let you know.
Y'all either got like,
we do be getting them.
No, y'all got
they
like
sell
size 3s, or y'all got size like 15.
No,
I swear to God, I was
we
mad
don't.
as hell,
It is
bro.
not a size 3 or size 15. It's more like size 9.5 or 10.5.
That's still a little too big. I'm not quadrupling
That's
socks,
our
bro.
most. Yeah, no, I know. Just no. Shit, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, let me know,
Size
man.
6,
Let me
because we do get a lot of shoes in that size, but it'd be like a lot of Dunks and like Jordan 1s, shit like that. But yeah, no, I'll definitely keep you in mind. I'll know someone I can hit up for it. What do you got coming in the near future besides like the people that are coming out here to do some work with you?
Dropping a tape
Mm-hmm.
in October. Yeah, it's like a 5-tape, like a 5-song EP, and I got a little tape with my boy Corsu. Shout out to Corsu. He's from Milwaukee. He's another Hmong artist. We got like a little 5-song EP coming out, so I'm just gonna keep dropping music. Shooting a music video next month. Like we gonna rent out like a mansion, and we're gonna do like a summer song before the summer ends.
Nice.
You know, I want to do something nice before like it gets cold, because I feel like once it gets cold, you're kind of limited. You know, and like I like putting a lot of money behind my music videos. Like every music video, it'll be like $700 for the space, like $600 for a videographer, and then like $500 on liquor, because we just be getting drunk as fuck at the videos every time. Because I feel like it's way more fun.
It's way more of a vibe.
It's way more fun.
It's less
when you're
awkward.
drunk,
Because
yeah.
I mean, yeah, especially if not everyone there is like knows every word to the song.
Yeah.
Because like obviously you want people to like be, you know, or even the beat, like if they just never heard the song before. Because
Dude, these fools don't even know the fucking lyrics of the songs. They'll just be drinking and vibing, and that's good enough.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
for Dynamic Duo with Ted Park, all the girls were like, "What do we do?"
Yeah,
And
but
then,
if the song isn't out yet, then you can't really blame
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah,
You know, you
yeah.
can't
You
really blame them
them.
until it's like, all right, this is like our 20th take. You guys should at least
Yeah.
know something by
yeah,
now.
the first take for like when they first got there, the girls were like, "What do we do? I'm so shy." And then like 4 rounds later, after all the shots and you know everybody's all drunk, everybody's just then everybody gets loose.
Yeah, then it's just like
so I make
not awkward.
we make a point to always have like you know liquor, drink, snacks, just because it's way more fun that way. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit. Is there anything you'd like to add before we finish up?
Nah, not really. Thank you guys for supporting. You guys have been you know, I was about to quit making music, bro.
Crazy.
I was about to quit when I dropped my song "Tell Me" at the beginning of the year. You know, just cause you know I just felt like the views weren't there. You know, and I felt like you know you shouldn't be driven by the views, but I felt like all the work that I put in over these years, I just felt like I was falling off. So then I took like a 4-month break. You know, really reevaluating what I wanted to do. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hard one more time for the Shiesty Bitches song. I'm gonna go hard one more time. So we rented out 2 cars, rented out a space, and then that shit had like 50,000 views in a month. So I was like, damn, that's like the best I've ever done in a long time. You know, it wasn't even no features. Wasn't even no features. That shit had like that shit had like still on my grind type growth. Like it was like 20K in like a week and then 50K in a month. So I was like, all right, I'm not done yet. because you gotta realize like not every song is gonna be a hit. You know, not every song is gonna be like 1 million views. You know, so like, you know, like even the song with Ted Park, it's not gonna like do, you know, from the projections, the analytics and stuff, it ain't gonna be like crazy. But like, you know, not every song's gonna be a hit. You know. Because you'd be delusional to think so, but you know,
especially from being from out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so hard. It's so we were just talking about that in the car. Like it's so hard to like, you know, do it out here because there's really no connections, no really big people checking it out. But like I said, like, you know, like one day, like, you know, I feel like I'm almost there. That's why like lately,
just waiting for that one phone call, that one DM, that one comment.
Like, I just feel like
just like with the Ted Park comment,
like almost there. That's why like I just been like living life and just enjoying it. Like I've been smiling more, been chilling more. Like
your resume's out there.
The resume's out there, so I just feel like I'm almost there. You know, I be telling like, and I be saying like me and my uncle were talking like 2 days ago, and I was like, remember like 5 years ago, I used to be gassed up when my song would have 1,000 views in a month, and like now like I got like 50,000 in a month. And then he was like then why aren't you happy? You know, like, because to a lot of people, like I was talking to somebody like a marketer, he was like, you're farther than 99% of people will ever be, ever. And that really put it into perspective. So I was like, damn, like that is true. You know, regardless of where I'm at right now, like, you know, 4 years from now, I'll only be like 27, 28, and you'll never know where you're at. So like, you just got to keep going. And, you know, anybody that's listened to that does like an artist, you know, like you'll make it, you know, you'll never know. You know, you only fail when you quit. That's what I'm saying. I was about to quit. Like, imagine if I never dropped Shiesty. Imagine if I never dropped Shiesty Bitches. Then I probably would have never, like, you know, would have never known what could happen. That's why, like, I don't want to. That's why now.
And you would have just, I mean, just your resume would have been smaller, and you would have been less approachable by, like, you know, new artists or labels, let's say, or you know, a bit higher ups, because it's like, oh, he hasn't dropped anything.
And I feel like because of like Shiesty and the Ted Park song, that's when the features really started rolling in. Like I probably made like 4 or 5 bands, like you know, the last month, and it's crazy. You know, so that's why like it's been easy. You know, so just like to all the upcoming artists, you know, just keep going, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to say. Just don't give up, because now with all that shit going on, like, I just want to keep going. I just want to keep dropping. You know, that's what I want to just keep working. That's all I've been doing.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. That was Kid Swami. This is Waterwave TV. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that. Go stream his new song, Dynamic Duo with Ted Park.
Yes, sir.
It did sound like a dynamic duo.
It really
did. You? Yeah, so I mean, you made the song to send to him. I was gonna say, 'cause you said Dynamic Duo with Ted Park in the song, so that makes sense. But, yep, go watch his old interview. We did one 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Go watch that now and see how much has changed, how much all this shit has changed.
I know.
All the stories have changed, the view, all that. But thank you guys one more time. 1521 Como Avenue Southeast is our store. Shoes, vintage, Minnesota brands, studio, podcast room. We got all that here. But
Man, I gotta get it broke. Life is too dangerous. Make it so I can eat them edible arrangements. Working till I'm buried. No forever adversaries. Like it's too temporary. Now I wonder where the days went. Everybody hated on me. Ain't nobody buddy.